Right now, I do want to get to a big story that we have been following over the last 24 hours or so, as Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu responding after the Nobel Peace Prize was awarded Friday morning, but not to President Donald Trump. Netanyahu posting this photo right here on your screen with the caption, "Give President Donald Trump the Nobel Peace Prize. He deserves it." Of course, referring to the Gaza ceasefire deal that has been negotiated by President Trump and the U.S. now in effect. And that deal, of course, does mean that all of the remaining hostages will be released by Monday morning. Several countries have nominated Trump for the award, including Israel, and the prize was awarded to Venezuelan opposition leader María Corina Machado for her struggle to achieve a democratic transition. The committee called her a woman, quote, who keeps the flame of democracy burning in a growing darkness, saying she, quote, has been forced to live in hiding. And despite serious threats against her life, she has remained in the country, a choice that has inspired millions. Now, we do have some of these photos that came in from the Nobel committee there as they did make that announcement. Take a look at your screen. Again, María Corina Machado was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her struggle to achieve a democratic transition. Now, there have been calls for President Trump to receive that Peace Prize for his efforts in ending several wars, negotiating ceasefire deals since he took office several months ago. His most recent win, as I mentioned, is that ceasefire that began yesterday between Israel and Hamas in Gaza, which is expected to end the 2-year-long war. We also heard from White House spokesperson Stephen Chung responding on social media after the award was awarded there. He did say President Trump will continue making peace deals, ending wars, and saving lives. He has the heart of a humanitarian, and there will never be anyone like him who can move mountains with the sheer force of his will. The Nobel Committee proved they place politics over peace. And the White House, of course, saying that President Trump is the peace president. Now, we also heard from Maria. She did post on social media actually dedicating her award to President Donald Trump. Now, you can see this right here. She says this recognition of the struggle of all Venezuelans is a boost to conclude our task to conquer freedom. We are on the threshold of victory, and today, more than ever, we count on President Trump, the people of the United States, the peoples of Latin America, and the democratic nations of the world as our principal allies to achieve freedom and democracy. I dedicate this prize to the suffering people of Venezuela and to President Trump for his decisive support of our cause. We also did hear from María Corina Machado just moments ago as she spoke with Rachel Duffy over at Fox News. It was very brief, but take a listen.
And tell our viewers why you decided to dedicate this award to President Donald Trump.
Thank you very much, Rachel, and to all of you for what you have done for Venezuela. And they decided to dedicate it to President Trump because he deserves it. Because not only has he been involved in only a few months in solving 8 wars, but his actions have been decisive to have Venezuela now at a threshold of freedom after 26 years of tyranny that have destroyed the lives of millions of Venezuela, destabilize the region, and undermine the institutions in the United States, because having Venezuela as a safe haven of the enemies of the United States and using our territory and our resources to hurt the American people and American institutions is certainly a threat to the national security of the United States and the security of the hemisphere. But President Trump has been very clear, courageous in terms of dismantling this criminal structure. And on behalf of the Venezuelan people, I reaffirmed our gratitude and our commitment to this cause for the whole America. So I insist he deserves it. And we are very proud to be working at this moment with all these allies for this huge resolution.
And of course, that was a short time ago there on Fox News. We wanted to play that for you here as they asked her about the award and the dedication that she posted on social media to President Donald Trump. Now, it is also important to note that the deadline there for the Nobel Peace Prize submissions was January 31st. So earlier this year, that means that President Donald Trump will be eligible to get the Nobel Peace Prize, or at least be nominated next year.